Welcome to today's Angel Message. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and enjoy the content, we invite you to subscribe now to support our growth and allow us to continue our work. We are deeply grateful to our followers and supporters. Now let's get to the message. The connection between you and the person on your mind is going through a phase of highs and lows. There is an energy of attraction and withdrawal coming from this person. They want you to know that at this moment, they are feeling your presence very intensely. This person finds it hard to resist you because there's a strong attraction. But what really stands out is how you make them feel, especially when you're together. If they were honest, they'd admit that there are fundamental aspects of this connection that strengthen them, but at the same time bring insecurities. They're noticing something different in your energy, which makes them a bit uncomfortable, perhaps even resistant. If you've noticed hesitation from them, it's directly related to this energetic shift they're sensing. Although subtle, they feel that a part of you is holding back, which makes the connection still seem undefined. The chemistry between you is intense, both mentally and emotionally, but it seems like there's been a recent shift that has impacted your dynamic. They see you as someone they need to be certain about before committing deeply. They understand that if they enter into a more serious relationship with you, their life will change in some way, which causes doubt. Even so, there's something unpredictable and risky about it all. Many of this person's actions are guided by the feelings they have for you and what their intuition is telling them. Right now, they're trying to understand the role you play in their life, which brings challenges, as your approach is different from theirs. They are torn between what they perceive on the physical level and what they feel internally about your connection. This is deeply affecting their mind because they sense that you are the one triggering this shift. Interestingly, you feel the same way about them, which means you both may be wondering what will happen next. Your connection is about to take an interesting turn, and you'll be surprised to realize how this person has been seeing you lately compared to the past. The relationship is gaining strength on the physical plane, and both of your intuitions are fueling this momentum. If you haven't heard from them in a while, or if things seem unstable, know that this is deeply affecting them. That's why she isn't able to communicate with you right now, and believes it's best to keep her distance for the moment. She's going through a very deep awakening, but something about this process makes her hesitate and stop midway. This might explain why she's waiting before getting more deeply involved with you. When someone goes through an awakening, it transforms them profoundly, both inside and out. These awakenings are so powerful that they come with big decisions. Once she gains new insights, she can no longer remain the same, and every area of her life begins to change. If you've been feeling a growing sense of anticipation, as if something significant is about to happen in the next few weeks or months, it could indicate that the energetic bond between you is very strong, and her awakening will affect you in some way. The energy from this awakening is so intense that she's reflecting deeply on your connection. It seems like something big is about to happen, and things won't continue as they are. Everything depends on how this awakening impacts her emotionally and the decision she will make with the new information she's receiving about you. However, it's clear that she's seeking clarity about the unknown aspects of your relationship. She's someone who is emotionally tied to you and is now starting to seriously think about the future of your connection. If you've been wondering what her next step will be, know that there is crucial information emerging between you. It's as if she's projecting her thoughts into the future of the relationship, trying to piece things together and gain a better understanding. Your connection might have a back and forth dynamic, and that can be confusing. While you may not fully know how this is affecting her, she thinks about this connection more than you realize. She has very deep feelings for you, even if you haven't noticed. The awakening she's experiencing is happening directly in her heart, which makes it so intense and transformative. This also explains why she may be distancing herself for now. What was once hidden is now being revealed to her, and it seems like she's awakening to her true feelings for you. If she hasn't reached out yet, it's because she's trying to process all of this. What stands out most is that you appeared in her life as an answer to issues she was facing in previous connections, especially when it comes to love. This person is connected to the most powerful energy on the planet with an extremely elevated vibration. However, she also understands that there is a lower manifestation of love, not the true essence of love, but how it is individually perceived and interpreted by people. This reveals that she brought a darker side of herself into this connection, projecting some of it onto you, which has affected the relationship. However, the way you've been handling this person, how you interact with her, and how you've navigated this period of distance is revealing not only a lot about you, but also about the energy of the connection as a whole. This behavior is causing a profound transformation in her, changing the way she sees the world around her and illuminating the energy of this relationship. These are reflections she never considered before meeting you. There's something extremely significant in how she places you in her life, unlocking parts of her mind that no one had ever touched. Now, she's questioning the next step she should take concerning you. You may not have realized this due to the distance and time, but this connection is becoming very symbolic for her, something she is still trying to fully understand. She feels like she needs to deal with something important in her own life before reconnecting with you. There's a certain unpredictability when it comes to you or how she perceives you. You are connected to someone who always believed she had absolute control over her relationships, seeing this area as the one space where she had complete power of choice. For her, relationships were always the field in which she had the freedom to decide her own path. If you resonate with this message, write amen in the comments. Moving on, this person always believed she could choose whoever she wanted, whenever she wanted, in whatever way she desired. That perspective is changing after meeting you, and she's surprised because she never expected this. What she's experiencing is not the result of anything you did directly, but rather because of the connection she feels with you. The awakening she is experiencing in her heart is very different from what you might imagine. For her, opening her heart is like a deep transformation, almost like a change in identity, where the ego detaches and the heart expands. While for you, this might be a process of greater receptivity and openness to love. For her, it's the opposite. This opening comes with contrast, making her reject people, places, and situations as if something deeply significant is happening. This energy is so intense that even her physical body may start to reject other people. If you're worried about this during the separation, you don't need to be, as it's almost as if she wants to show that except for you and the journey you share, everything else becomes almost irrelevant. This process will continue until she reaches a definitive union with you. You might think that the phases she's going through are easy for her, but they're not. She feels everything deeply, perhaps even more than she shows, because she's used to hiding her emotions. It's in these moments of contrast that her heart opens and becomes activated. What stands out the most right now is the complete unpredictability of this connection for her. Ascension and awakening often happen first on the physical plane before aligning internally and spiritually. So during this period of distance, the connection between you two may be intensifying even more. You may be receiving many signs from her right now because, for her, there is significant power in the absence. It's as if the only person she feels can comfort and console her is distant. This triggers strong emotions like frustration, repression, doubt, and especially anger. On a spiritual level, anger is a very powerful emotion when it comes to manifestation and creation. It can accelerate events in unexpected ways. If you're wondering how she feels about your connection, know that she is going through a profound awakening, which is triggering intense reactions. She feels she needs to face this alone because she recognizes that her process is different. This is part of her journey. She is also beginning to see you as someone who is distancing, which is why her feelings for you are so intense right now. This explains why she initiated the separation or distance. Something you did recently changed the entire dynamic of your connection. From the beginning, when she first met you, she knew you would transform her, but she had no idea how or when that would happen. This person believed she was unchangeable and that her beliefs about relationships or love couldn't be altered. This isn't a criticism of you, but it shows how she viewed love and connections in general. Even if she never admits it, there were certain things she didn't think necessary to discuss about the expectations between the two of you, because she truly believed you would just follow her lead. However, the opposite happened, and that made her question herself. Now, she is confused by the intensity of the feelings you've awakened in her. Her confusion is so great that she has sought advice from others about the situation. You are in an extremely rare connection where the contact between you has triggered very intense emotions, especially in you, who may have felt the need to protect your heart. She has noticed this and is now curious, wondering if this is your typical reaction in relationships or something specific to her. This questioning has made her realize she was wrong about you and about how you would respond to her energy. That's why she is so focused on this connection now. You are the only person who has triggered this intense physical response in her, something she did not expect. The fact that this energy remains active, even at a distance, is significant for both of you. It makes her reflect on how to move forward in the relationship and also on her previous approach to relationships. Before you, she dealt with her connections in a very different way. You might be surprised to learn how she navigated her relationships in the past. The confusion you are perceiving now is because she initially pursued you with genuine intensity, but for some reason decided to pull back. This happened for a reason. She is awakening to the fact that the dynamic between you is different from anything she has experienced, and it is deeply activating her heart. During this period of separation, her perception of you, both as a person and as a soul, is becoming clearer. Being by your side or in your presence may have created certain judgments, but now the answers are coming to her more deeply. This connection is rare, uniting two souls who recognize each other. And this phase is serving as a confirmation, especially for her. She is starting to understand what is truly being activated within her. She realizes that you are very different, and this makes you easily absorb the emotions around you, especially when your heart is involved. She knows how dangerous it can be for you to open your heart, as it means sharing a large part of yourself, which can have negative consequences if you connect with the wrong person. Your withdrawal has led her to self-reflect, and the intensity of the emotions you have provoked has enabled this reflection. If there weren't so much chemistry and attraction, she might not have been able to see herself so clearly. Now she sees that you have done something very rare. You have changed the dynamic of the connection. If you've ever wondered what she thinks of you, know that she considers you different and special. To her, you stand out in an important way. Additionally, she recognizes that you are emotionally intelligent, a rare quality. She understands that love can be a vulnerability for many people, but the fact that you have kept your guard up has not pushed her away. On the contrary, it has attracted her even more. Emotional intelligence is an incredibly attractive quality, and it's making this person even more determined to connect with you on a deeper level. It seems that there is a sense of promise in the air, indicating an unexpected new beginning for this relationship or for you in love in general. If you are holding on to any negative emotions, your angels want you to know that by choosing to release those feelings, something better will take their place, something that will fit perfectly into your life. Was this message meant for you? If so, write in the comments. I only accept love that does me good.